Well, hello there. My name is Ariani, and today I will be talking about November's November 5th full moon. And this is actually something very new for me. I actually started last month with a monthly energetic reading. Um, and honestly, I just got inspired to talk about the full moon earlier this morning when I was through a walk because I noticed that this full moon kicked up a lot of kicked up to the surface a lot of what is happening in my inner world. And when I talk about my inner world, what I'm talking about is my mind, so thoughts, images, ideas, concepts, and also emotions and sensations in the body. So I since last night, I have been feeling so irritable and so angry. So I know that if I'm feeling that within my soul group, a lot of you guys are feeling that as well. So even this morning, I was such in a funk, and I knew that I had to do some physical exercise and practices to actually work through what this full moon, which is the full moon now in November 5th, is a very powerful moon because it is, I have feel that it has been very powerful to do shadow work. And shadow work for me is when, you know, we bring up to the surface negative ideas, negative self images, or the negative self that we have about ourselves, and just work with that aspect in order for us to integrate it into our system and just be more coherent. So, this full moon is very, very, very powerful when it comes to that. And yes, you shouldn't feel scared about this full moon. And if you are feeling, symptoms of like anger, irritability, shame, shame, and all these things are popping up, this is a great opportunity to work with this moon because it's also a full moon is also known as moons, so that we can ritualize, so that we can do cycle completions. So, and also the full moon is, when we observe it, can point to us and can reflect to us where we need to do work, and also where we're doing good. It just amplifies, it just shines. But for me, this full moon has definitely been one to do shadow work. And I'm laughing because I'm to a point where I'm like, when am I going to stop doing shadow work? I feel like I have been doing shadow work for the last 5 years. But yeah, so this full moon is definitely great to do shadow work and just to uh notice the emotions that are coming up, and notice the images that are coming up, and practice non-judgment, and also practice being in your power, and know that you have the power within you to integrate and to transform what is happening in your inner world. And now I am actually going to share some of the tools that are actually working for me. And I'm going to start with the first tool because I think this is so important. And I think it is a theme right now in the collective. And the first, I wouldn't even call it tool, but it can be used as a tool when used with integrity and when used with knowing, is being in community. And I am one to actually do a lot of my work alone. I usually don't need a lot of support when it comes to healing. I usually don't. Um and it's and we and another time we can go into why that is, but I noticed that this full moon and I mean, I noticed that being in community now is what's being called to the forefront, and for us to know how to be in community and what it is to be in community and to participate in community. And I came across this beautiful video by this creator here on TikTok, which I will tag her. I will tag her account here on my TikTok. But she was also talking about how, you know, when we're going through financial struggles, like some people tend to isolate, and that shouldn't be a reason. And if this is something that is happening, that this is happening to you, please do not be ashamed, and please know that this is not a moral judgment, and that if you know deep within you that you have friends that are there for you to reach out, no matter if are low on finances, to reach out to those friends that you know for you to be in community with. And if you are a religious person going to church, um where else, even people in your job. So like just now being in community and and connecting with people can offer a lot of healing. Now, another tool to work with on this full moon when a lot of things are being kicked up is pranayama. Pranayama yama. Um, I will call it like a breathing science that originated from India, and it works with the breath to bring more life force energy into the body and to connect the mind, the body, and the soul. So, and you know what? You didn't even like just connecting with the breath and doing a simple breathing technique is good enough. So working with the breath is one of my absolute favorite tools whenever I feel that there's a lot going on. Another ally for to work with this full moon is ginger, and I have been working with ginger for close to like 3 weeks now. Intuitively, I think I picked up that this was the season to work on your anger and you know um to work on your anger, and part of that is working through feeling irritable. And I have found intuitively that ginger helps so much when we feel anger and when we are feeling like those fiery emotions where we hold our breath and we just feel like we want to just destroy the world. Ginger has been such a great support for me, and it's just like super like calming of my anger. So yes, I want to share ginger tea, super helpful to work with on this full moon. Okay, number fourth is exercising. As I mentioned earlier on this video, I went to the gym, and I did not want to go because honestly this full moon has got me in such a funk that I was like, oh my God, no. But going to the gym, lifting weights, walking just helped me disperse a lot of what was being kicked up for me and helped me process a lot of my emotions. One, two, three, five. Five affirmations. So I have been, if you have been here on my TikTok page, you know that I have been working with affirmations left and right. I do not play about affirmations. I use affirmations all the time. All the time in the background, I'm affirming. If I'm feeling feelings of self-worth, if I'm feeling feelings of uncertainty, unclarity, affirmations from me, the best. And lastly is EFT tapping. EFT tapping, just tapping. When I'm feeling a lot, I'm like, I'm tapping away. So I just wanted to come in here and share this message for everybody that's feeling the intensity of this Beaver full moon. and some of the tools that have been working for me. And I really hope that you are able to grab one of these and that is able to be helpful to you. And thank you so much for watching.